Jewish Genealogy's Other Side, Sephardic Resources, Submission ID 128406. I'm Schelly Talalay Dardashti, a journalist and genealogist and the U.S. Genealogy Advisor for MyHeritage.com. I've written for Family Tree Magazine, Avotenu, NGS Quarterly, and many other media outlets. And I was the genealogy columnist for the Jerusalem Post. I've received numerous writing awards and created the first Jewish genealogy blog, Tracing the Tribe, which is now a face group with more than 15,000 global members. I've traced my families across Eastern Europe, Spain, and Iran for 30 years. An early DNA proponent, I am the co-administrator and co-founder of the Iberian Ashkenaz DNA Project, confirming Sephardic origins of some Eastern European Ashkenazi families, and of the Jewish Persian DNA Project. I'm a board member of the Society for Cryptogenetic Studies, steering committee for the Sandoval County, New Mexico Genealogical Society, and president of the Jewish Genealogical Society of New Mexico. For far too long, Jewish genealogists and those attempting to trace their Jewish roots have believed that everyone is Ashkenazi, or Jews whose origin is in Eastern Europe. The other side of Jewish genealogy is Sephardic research. In recent years, thanks mostly to internet accessibility, research that was previously only possible on the ground personally in creepy, crawly archives is now available from home wearing your bunny slippers. In the past 10 years, there has been a massive increase in accessible Sephardic resources. This has assisted both Hispanic and Jewish genealogists in tracing their roots. This session will provide insight into Iberian and New World historical events, such as the Inquisition, who the Sephardim were, where they migrated, history, archival resources, books, journals, websites, Facebook groups, specialized societies, essential languages, and specialized skills that are required to do this research. Archival documents will be analyzed to demonstrate the amazing resources of Spanish archives, where Sephardic documents date back to the year 1000, when most people at that time had and used traceable surnames. Attendees will learn that Sephardic genealogy is quite different from Ashkenazi genealogy, and why. Following this session, attendees will have the tools to investigate their Iberian, Sephardic, and related Hispanic Jewish heritage to advance their research. What makes it easier to find records for these Jews who were forcibly converted to Catholicism by the Inquisition is that the Spanish archives paid a great deal of attention to detail, as noted in some of these documents. As many as 100 years or more following the Inquisition expulsion of 1492, people were still identified as former Jews. The reason why this was important is that many records deal with land sales or transfers, with wills, with inheritance issues, and the courts needed to know if the people coming before it were the same people or heirs involved in the original proceedings. Thus, you will see in a document found in Cervera in 1530, and many other documents, 1570, 1580, almost 100 years after the Inquisition. You'll see a record that will say Antonio Gomez, who was known formally as Isaac Maimon when he was a Jew, declares that he had inherited a vineyard from his father, now deceased, who was known as Moise Maimon, in the matter now before the court. There are numerous records that appear in volumes of abstracts of notarial records produced by many of the archives in Spain. There are also extant numerous lists by city describing the original names of the converted Jews in both 1391 and in 1492 with their new Catholic names. All of these documents provide clues to Hispanic researchers looking for their Jewish roots, as well as Sephardic researchers. In what is certainly very different from Ashkenazi genealogy, where surnames were not required until as late as 1820 in some European countries, Sephardim in Iberia had unique surnames as far back as the year 1000, as shown in documents preserved in various archives. Thank you.